Some prospectors told me about a strange building. Distinctive entrance, so they say.
Could be one of those meditation chambers.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Let me know if you find anything, will you?
No problem, Toa.
Hey.
You have more songs to bring me, Cal. They're waiting.
Heard you and Bode are gonna take the fight to the Raiders.
Word travels fast around here.
A daring assault on the Raider fortress by the mighty warrior and his gunslinging sidekick to save their droid companion. Yes! Z is lucky to have a friend like you. Hiya.
It seems the Raiders haven't forgotten Turgle's little trick. Shame that Z's the one footing the bill.
We'll see about that.
Oh, don't tell me you plan on rescuing her.
Okay, I won't tell you.
Another time.
Hey, Two-Locked.
From the eye of the storm into the belly of the beast you must go.
Yeah, I know.
What ails you, Sojourner?
Just wondering how things would have been different if I could have stopped them from taking Z.
Do your powers also include omniscience?
No, but...
Seek only where you wish to go, not where you long to have been. Regret is a mirage that leads many off the path. Now is not the time to speak.
You're on a roll, Cal. Got another tip for ya.
What you got?
A bounty droid named Mesh has been babbling on the brood comms about that lab on the Shattered Moon. Go shut him up, will ya? They're a disgrace to the profession, if you ask me.
We'll see about him. Sooner or later.
Attaboy. Is that a knight? With a stable hand with all the muscles?
Her name's Marin.
Oh, I'd love to see a Dathomirian killer in action. Think she'd want in on our deal?
Why not ask her yourself?
Maybe I will. It's a hunter-be-hunted galaxy. Might want to throw that night sister in the mix. Get a move on, will ya? Those bounties won't collect themselves. You got the stuff, I got the goods. Later.
Hey, Cal. Got some info that might be useful to you.
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That Raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you,
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there. Now, I know you've got a lot on your plate, but one of my patrons set off to the swamp, and no one's seen her since.
You don't think she went after Z, do you?
Quite likely. And we both know that's Raider territory.
I'll check it out.
That'll put us all at ease, Cal. Zig's one of the good ones. Hope you're able to get Z back. That old research droid really livens things up around here.
Hey, Dana. Rock.
Welcome back. Great to see you in one piece. Let's drink to...
Quit wobbling your jaw.
Sorry, Cal. Brock's in a mood.
Oh, I'm in a mood, all right.
Job not go as you planned?
It went fine. We made off with a big stinking drive core.
Yeah. After Dana dropped a half-ton Durasteel brace on me.
It was involuntary. And Shiver Pete meant business. You just choked under pressure.
Choked? Cal, the woman almost got me killed. Practically wrote my damn epitaph.
Aw, is it time for your nap, grumpy old Brock?
Lunatic.
Cross patch.
See you when I see you.
Hey, Cal. We've been wondering something.
Yeah, we've been wondering.
How's a guy like you end up in a place like this?
Engine trouble.
Don't we know it?
So come on, kid. What's next for you?
I've got a chance to find someplace safe. I plan to make good on it.
Well, I'm no good with advice, but, people who... Hell, I messed it up. I'm just trying to say, listen, the happiest folk live somewhere between what they want and what they got, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Really? Sounds to me like the old man's noodle is starting to fray.
Damn it, Dana, I was being... forget it.
Come back later, yeah?
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so. Go, Cal. Z needs you.
Anyone tell you about the Mogu around the swamp?
There's a Mogu there?
Yep, and this one's a whopper. It can snap your arms off like puerco sticks.
We'll see.
Well, if you're crazy enough to try, your best bet is to avoid its mud throws.
Good tip.
Be seeing you.
Oh, hey.
What's wrong, Grease?
I'm just thinking about the Bedlam Raiders. Pyloon's was meant to be a home away from home, but these raiders are ruining everything. Everyone's afraid, and there's nothing I can do about it.
At least people have a place to lie low.
Yeah, I suppose you have a point.
Besides, if the raiders come around again, I've got your back.
Thanks, kid. I appreciate that. Go do what you gotta do. Someone really should teach those raiders a lesson.
Well, hello. Come on in. Can I confide something, Cal?
Sure.
Now, it ain't easy for me to admit, but I'm a big fan of Ash's music. Cannot get it out of my head.
It's catchy. You've got great taste. Why is that hard for you to admit?
Well, I don't know. I got a reputation, I suppose, for being tough, alert, ready to do what needs to be done. But wouldn't you know it? Deep down, I was just born to dance, Cal. Found myself humming a tune the other day, and, well, customer thought I was out of my mind. Cal, what's up with that woman who showed up with you?
Erin? She's a good friend. What about her?
Nothing.
Are you afraid of Marin?
Me? Oh, no. It's just... Well, I've never seen anyone like her before.
Marin's a night sister.
A night what? Wait, what is that?
She's from Dathomir, and she can perform magic.
Now you're just yanking my Walloona ears.
I'm not. She can wake the dead. Don't worry. You have nothing to be afraid of. Usually.
Cal! Well, all I know is if the dead start walking around here, you're gonna get an earful. You know what I like about you, Cal. You're not always bugging me to step in and help you solve disputes and whatnot.
I like to try to handle my own problems. Guessing that's the same with you.
That's right. While back, this one prospector got into an argument with his protocol droid. Got so worked up, he got violent. So I stepped in, told the prospector if he laid another hand on his droid, I would ban him from my shop and cut his credit with every vendor in town. So that shut him up pretty quick. Since then, well, I've been the closest thing to a mayor his town has.
I wouldn't want to mess with you.
That's another thing I like about you, Cal. Smart enough to know trouble when you see it. Quality wares, 100% guaranteed.
Do you guys have any friends?
We tried. Honest.
But it never worked out.
Vork, death by a runaway land speeder. Drillo died trying to ride a Garacco.
Fakuka, incinerated juggling thermal detonators.
Seems like everyone who tries to be your friend dies.
Not everyone. Patar left because he got a job offer.
But then he died when his shuttle crashed.
Not our fault.
So long.
That's it. Wonder how long this has been here. Get going, BD1. More priorite. Wonder what this will fetch at Dumbest shop.
Once we're out of here, first thing is paying a visit to Dome and Dendra. You hear that? Oh no! Run! Go!
That didn't do it.
Ahoy, cow!
Isn't it a little dark down there for fishing?
A true fisher doesn't rely on the sun to do the seeing. A true fisher fishes with the mind. Sink your eyes on this. You're asking yourself, how in the deep did old Skoova know where the fishy was hiding? But what you don't know is that the barred hookfish always travels northward.
How does it always travel north?
Well, you see, north, it's a relative, define I bumped into it on my way down. But a true fisher knows that a pocket full of luck is more important than some cod migration pattern. Now for a story, if you've the time. Aye, so we return to my time on the grapnel. Against the protestations of my heart, I forsook the rod and line for the harpoon. For years, we trawled the outer rim, spearing every fish that happened across our path. Talented as I was, I speared more fish than the rest of the crew, put together. Fool as I was, I didn't have the wisdom to be ashamed. The dread Captain Wanyak Wet took notice. He showered me in brevets, gave me the best of catches, and scarcely a year after I left Skoova, I became his first mate. Shortly after my promotion, we were on our way to Manan to sell the carcass of a gooberfish. But, wham! Just as we dove out of hyperspace and the great ocean world streaked into view, so did she. The most glorious creature I'd ever beheld. A whale of marvelous proportion. But swimming through Manan's orbit like it was nothing but an easterly current back home. I was transfixed.
No kidding. How close did you get?
Funny you should ask. I didn't have long to set my eyes abulge before we crashed headlong into her. The grapnel bounced off her like chum off flotsam. We plummeted down to the ocean, sundering the grapnel on the sea floor, where a gang of pirate quarren were holed up. The filthy Zephyrs. We swam out to the riven hull and found ourselves surrounded by quarren, demanded all manner of things, including our bounty of fish. So, away we swam, Captain White, the crew, and myself. But, blind as we were at such depth, we surely ran into a dead end, finding ourselves surrounded by quarren. Find me again, and I'll continue the tale.
can't get through. Yep.
Sorry I asked.
I'm looking.
Tis only Carl. Forgive the short greeting, lad. I'm always on edge when fishing for the finger-lipped garpon.
What a name.
And fierce as they come. But that doesn't deter the poachers. The poor garpon, despite its rarity, is a delicacy for the black of heart and the rumbly of belly. In we go! Did you see that beauty? 2 plump fins. A fine compliment to glands. A scrumptious, varicose tongue.
Fishing on an empty stomach, Skoova?
I can't succumb to the passions of the stomach. The garpon must live. I'd better get me mind off it. Spin your tail.
So, Skoova, whatever happened with the pirates?
So there we were, 4 quarren, armed with spears, each way a mind to make a mantelpiece of my wee rubbery head. I looked over to me captain, and he stared right back, waving his arms like a goober fish in heat. At the harpoon I held in my hand. Oh, for a black instant, I considered nailing those pirate quarren to the rocks with my harpoon. But something stopped me from pulling the trigger. Perhaps it was the sparkle that caught my eye. The sparkle of a passing glumbrig eel. What would those pirates say to a whole school of glumbrig eels? A crackle and a sparkle as they be, thought I. So I opened my wee mouth and emitted the mating call of the eel.
You speak eel?
Aye, but I forgot to turn on me comb. we Skoova alone heard the cry. But that demented expression put such a fright on the Quarren that they dropped the blasters. By the time they'd come to the senses, we were swimming away as fast as our flippers could carry us. It was only later, as we fled aboard the Zephyr's schooner, that I realized how close the real danger was. But I shall continue my tale next time.
Finally, those pesky Jawas have stopped poking around my claim.
I saw some Jawas in the forest.
Well, you ain't seeing them no more. Made themselves a little village on the far side of the valley. No one's heard a peep from them since. Not one Utini.
Maybe I'll see how they're doing.
Really? Yeah. Aren't you, Mr. Goody-Goody?